Top 50. That's me. Thanks.
Now let the story begin.
Hello, my name is Jesse Mitchell. I've worked at Safe and Sound in Manassas, Virginia for the past 19 years, started there August 1st of 1998. I've been in the car audio industry for roughly 23-ish years or so. I would say that my specialties in car audio are troubleshooting skills, remote starts, alarm systems, audio system installs. I am also a fabricator. I don't do that as much as I do everything else. However, that is something that I can do. I do happen to be the store manager of Safe and Sound in Manassas, Virginia. So I am pretty well rounded in every aspect of the automotive car audio industry. I can jump into sales. I can jump into the bay. I can jump into some Bondo, and get it all done proficiently and efficiently. Um, the My install philosophy um, would be essentially get it done, get it right the first time. Make sure that your customer and client is fully informed and happy with the install before they leave. There's nothing worse than someone leaving and having an issue. Most people will not take the time to come back to tell you that there is a problem. Some people will just deal with it and then tell their friends and coworkers, "Oh, I went down to this shop and they did this, and oh, I can't believe they did this. They did this," and they will never let you know. So just make sure that they are completely happy before they leave the store. Even if it's point blank, are you happy with this install? Is there any problem? How do you like this? Just all of those things to touch bases with them before they exit. Um, the Let's see here. The other people in this industry that have influenced me. Number one, first and foremost, would be actually my employer, who gave me my first opportunity in the professional 12 volt industry, Richard Pietrasco. Second would be former coworker of mine at Safe and Sound, Sean Rocks. The obvious standards in the big world industry would be Steve Brown. I've always been a big Alpine guy. Chris Yeto. Um, there are some other bigger names out there, but I would say that those, probably some of the most. At the moment, the people in the industry that have quite honestly influenced me the most would be the two gentlemen that I work with on an everyday basis, Dayton Allen and Tim Wilkinson. Two guys that are younger than I am, have been in the industry less time than I have, but that quite honestly have inspired me personally the most to continue and to expand myself into the future in car audio. They've kind of given me the extra breath of fresh air that I've needed to, continue to go. Definitely being 20 years into an industry, there's a point where you get a okay, this is good, and it becomes more of a job every day. But having that young, youthful excitement that I once had when I was very young, getting into this industry is quite honestly keeps me going, and it's fantastic. Two great guys. I would say that other people in the industry would be an old former coworker of mine, Christopher McNulty, another gentleman that has been around the block many years that I, for whatever reason, didn't really know until about a year or two ago. I'd say 2 years ago. Ada from Absolute Electronics, hashtag AdaBitch. Um, the Let's see here. How would coworkers describe me? Some would say that I'm a complete dick, that I am very, very precise in everything that I do, that I'm a very happy, go lucky, kind of flighty guy almost. But I will say that all of them will definitely always say that they have a good amount of respect for my install techniques, for just who I am in general and how I carry about myself in the work environment. Um, let's see, bear with me, I'll look at my notes here. I'm trying to get this done within this criteria as quickly as possible. So let's see here. Biggest challenge in the past year. Biggest challenge in the past year has not been much. It's been pretty smooth sailing. I would say that my things that I have implemented the most this year, I'd say even back a couple years ago, is just 100% making sure that my family comes first and foremost before my job, before 12 volt, before music in the car, because that ultimately is what is going to be around longer than anything. They are going to be the most important to anybody's life. The people that will always be there for you. I'll say that's my number one priority. Obviously, a job pays my bills, I love car audio with a deep passion. I love music. I love my windows down. I love cranking tunes. I love driving around. I like making people smile. But family is always 100% the number one priority in all of this. Let's see here. What I like my customers to remember about me or the company that I work for. I would say that happy. I would want anybody that comes in there to, have a very good experience from the minute they walk into the door to the minute they leave. I want them to come in, maybe looking for answers and getting fully educated by the time they leave, regardless of whether they bought anything from me or not. Just knowing the direction they want to go. Car audio in general, this is an industry that is a unique little niche where nobody needs to do the things that they come into our stores to ask us to do, but they want to. This is a luxury for most. I will say that for myself, I almost consider it a necessity to always have a good stereo system in my car, good music. Um, I just want to make sure that anybody is fully educated, fully understands what they're getting into, fully understands what they have, and is completely happy at the end of the install when they're done and gone. Want them to come back to spend more money. Obviously, we're a business; we need money to survive. But I want them to hang out with their friends, show off their stereo system, or even the simplest of things we may have done, and just it'd be like, hey, I'm really happy with that. It's kind of like there's this meme or whatever you may call it that goes around that talks about if you don't look back at your car when you're walking away from it, then you bought the wrong car. Same philosophy I think would go with my clients when they come into the store. If they don't, have that feeling of, oh, this is awesome, and I'm, super excited about it, then we haven't done something correctly. Um, let's see here. That was the big question of the day: is why should I be top 50 installer? I guess the answer is why shouldn't I be top 12, right? Uh, Legitimately, that's kind of a hard question to answer. I mean, I don't go into this trying to be the guy that's going to show off all of his things. I'm horrible at picture taking of what I've done. You'll see that or you have already seen that in my video. Um, you know, I, I would say that for me personally, music, driving around is just what I do, what I love to do. I live roughly an hour away from my work, um, and so I drive, a lot, and I still listen to music a lot. Um, so I would say that, for me, talking to a lot of the individuals in my industry, I know I share a lot of the same passions and dreams for this industry. So for the most part, I don't know. It's hard for me to say this is why I should be this, but I think that in the amount of experience I have, the passion I have for what I do, the love for putting in speakers, putting in this and that in a vehicle, is representative of the rest of us in this industry. We all love what we do. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing it, and we wouldn't have done it for as long as we've been doing it. And I have been doing this for a good amount of time. Definitely, there's plenty out there that have done it longer. Um, but I would say that there's a time limit that I see a lot of good installers, good salespeople kind of get to, and then they move on to something else. Um, so, it's uh, vote for Pedro. He's the greatest. He'll always, give you pudding at lunchtime. Um, I think that was it. Oh my God. I just condensed 30 minutes of talking down to, 10 minutes. Whatever. I'm close. I just want to say to everybody else that's doing this, good luck with it. Um, This is the first time I've ever gone into a competition of some sort and put myself into it like this. First time I've ever made a video of any sort, used any editing software. And I will say that I'm having a field day at this. I love it. I love putting together the video. The biggest damn hardship has been making this video right here. I went from 30 minutes of content to 25 to 20 to my phone has failed on me a million times to my computer doesn't accept the things. So right now I'm just trying to quickly get into this stuff. And hopefully, you guys will get to know me a little bit more later on. You know, thank you again and enjoy what I put together. I hope you do. If you have any critique or comments, let me know. All right, guys, take it easy. Bye.